transition when I went into university, the whole issue was with me, like, there was widening participation where they kind of, you know, like lowered the grades to get in, they had lots of support, but it was for more for the low income families. So I didn't get that support for my children, so I thought that wasn't fair, because I'm probably earning, my husband's earning, but that's for me and my husband.
Yeah.
We've got expenses, we've got loads of, you know, family commitments, but for each one of the child, it's different. We can't provide for all three of or four of the children. So I feel that there wasn't a fair, you know, fair opportunity or fair deal there, because we were losing out. So in that case, I'm thinking, why should my children suffer in the future like this if they're working and their child don't get the same benefit as everybody else?
Yeah.
So my children couldn't apply to Manchester, well, because they were studying medicine. I mean, all three of them have gone into medicine, but they couldn't go to Manchester University. They've gone to Bristol University, they've gone to York, they've moved out. But because there was no widening opportunity like offered in place, so that's what my
I mean, you know, widening participation is a national initiative which is supported by our universities, and maybe you know, Peter will talk about that and how it, you know, works and all the rest of it. But actually, forgive me for doing this, but I'll just flip your point actually, which is the fact that you're sitting here. You know, that you talked about yourself, your husband, you know, being able to kind of work and you know, support your children means that they are at an advantage compared to a lot of our children and young people who are going through school. At the moment, and the reason that I say that is because, you know, we know that depending on where you live, depending on your parents' circumstances, or you know, some children and young people live with, you know, carers outside of their own family network even. Depending on those circumstances altogether, they may be at a very significant disadvantage. Now, I do accept that sometimes it can seem a bit arbitrary because it can go on postcode even. As to whether you qualify for the WP program.
But even the postcode.
Yeah, exactly.
The only thing I met was my ethnic minority. So I only met one. Nothing else.
I think that I can't answer all your questions about that because that's national policy and that's not, you know, obviously set by me, much as I would like it to be.
But can you not?
But what I would say is that, you know, your children, I mean, they're going into medicine, they're obviously going to do really well. I should have mentioned at the start, you know, it's probably obvious that I am, you know.
It was a difficult journey for them because.
Yeah, but going to York is not going to put them at a disadvantage, you know. Where I'm from, we call that God's own country.
Oh.
So in many